Joseph Sciancalepore, when did you start playing soccer and how many years did you play?
I basically started playing at the age of 15 and a half while I was still at school, probably straight into the B grade out of high school soccer. So about 15 and a half, not quite sure what year that was, probably 1985-ish, 84, 85. From then I went on to play 20 years of soccer, with the 1 year missing 1989 where I had a knee reconstruction in 1989, which I missed the whole year, which is unfortunate, but came back after a year and kept going.
So, Joseph, any leading goal scorers, best and fairest, anything like that?
No leading goal scorers. No best and fairest in the senior team, but there was awards for best local, and obviously played in a time and a period where we had some great players play for the club. Interstates through Adelaide, the Joe Mullins and the Kevin Mitchells, the Brian Boards and the Zoran Kubafinskis, so there was always a bit of talent that I had to compete with, but I think I've done my bit.
What about best players you played with and against?
Well, best players I played with were some of those guys I mentioned, Ian McGregor, Brian Boyd, Kevin Mitchell, a lot of great strikers like Zoran. Played a fair bit of soccer with Zoran Kubafinski, Bryn Acton, even had the pleasure to play with Joe Mullen a couple of years. Some great players, good local players as well, like Tony Introna, Anthony Brevi, Gino Pisani. Players against, there's a plethora of great players from Whyalla. My nemesis was a bloke called John Lord. He stuck to me like glue. But other great players included Wayne Dugan from Croatia, lots of great players from Croatia. Mark Abrahams, great players from Lions as well. Colin Isaacson. Like I said, the list goes on. What
about the more physical, hard players?
Most Whyalla teams, let me tell you. Most Whyalla fullbacks, when I was playing as a left winger, there was some hard fullbacks. McAllister, Peacock. They were just very hard physical players, and they let you know about it as well. It wasn't just physical; it was the mental abuse that they put upon me when I was playing. But even the great rival Savoy. There's some great players through Savoy. Forgot to mention Savoy. Colin Tursey played a lot of soccer against Colin. Mick Corriere, Sandro, Mazzino. Lots of players there. Good players too.
Any funny moments along the way?
Lots of funny things. There's a balance between funny and unusual, controversial. The funny side of things is always going to be things like own goals and things like that, but there was some unusual things happen, like an opponent, a teammate's ear getting attacked by an opponent in a B grade cup final or semi-final, something like that. And listen, there's other stories that I might not be able to mention. Players' trips, soccer trips. I think that's when the fun come out. But again, too many stories, can't tell them.
Tell us about some of the better coaches.
Coaches, in regards to successful coaches, obviously George Hudges played in 2 premierships under George, and one I was a captain. But then I feel I didn't have him for a long time, but someone that had a profound effect on me becoming a senior player was Ian McGregor. Probably took me under his wing a little bit and told me what I needed to do. So he had a profound effect on myself. Being an ex-National League player. George, I mentioned George, Anthony Brevi as well. Spent a lot of time with Anthony Brevi. Jeff Armstrong is another great coach that I had that clicked with. In the modern era, probably Ricky Sriracho from Adelaide was quite good as well.
Finally, what memories will you take away from your playing career?
Oh, okay, the best memories for me would have to be just, I won a premiership at a very young age. I think I was 18, and I thought, how good was this? Then bad memory was doing my knee like the year after, then having to come back, work hard to come back, but then got success again in 1991. Again, so those 2 years were probably successful years, are always often the best years, but then I had fairly solid years in 94, had one of my best years playing soccer, and then even 2000 as I got older, I was inaugural captain when we went into the state league, so that was a bit of an honour. And then just even finishing off my years in the B grade, in the reserves grade, I won best and fairest and runner-up, and I was enjoying those years as well, just watching some of the young lads come through and offering them some advice, hopefully.